Hey, welcome to another riff of the week. This week we're going to be looking at 4 on 6 by Wes Montgomery. The intro to 4 and 6 is based around the kind of quarter note pattern that's played on the bass, the piano and the guitar. Now what we're doing for the first 4 bars is we're going to be playing first finger, 3rd fret of the E string. Then the 3rd finger is going to play the 5th fret of the A string. And the first finger is going to play the 3rd fret of the A string. And then the 3rd finger is going to play the 5th fret of the D string. And we play 4 notes a bar because it's quarter note, so we have this as 1 bar, and we play 4 bars of them, so it sounds like this. Then the next 4 bars we have the same rhythm, but this time what we're going to be doing, if we think of the bass note location, the first note of each bar, we're going to be starting off with the first finger at the 3rd fret, A string. Then we move from there to the 6th fret of the E string, then to the 5th fret of the E string, and then finally to the 6th fret of the A string. So we still have that kind of riff idea, but we're now moving it from here to here to here and then to here. The next 4 bars, bars 9 to 12, are the same as the first 4 we played. So now we have 12 bars, so if I play those 12 bars, this is what we have. So once we've played those 12 bars, we have our next 2 bars of chords. So the chords I'm playing here, first one is going to be B flat major 7. First finger plays 1st fret of the A string, 3rd finger plays 3rd fret of the D string, the 2nd finger plays the 2nd fret of the G string, and then the 4th finger plays the 3rd fret of the D string. The next chord after that is going to be G minor 7. And the way I'm playing this is 2nd finger is playing the bass note, 3rd fret E string, and then my 3rd finger is barring the D, G and B strings at the 3rd fret as well. But when I'm playing this, I'm probably actually going to just be strumming down E, A, D and G string, but the way I'm fingering it, this A string is dead, so you have this sort of sound. Then after that we have a slide, we're just kind of sliding to A minor 11. I'm sliding from a fret below. So what I'm playing here is 2nd finger is playing 4th fret E string, 3rd finger is playing 4th fret D string, 4th finger is playing the 4th fret of the G string, and then my 1st finger is playing 2nd fret of the B string. And I take that chord, and as I play it I slide up a fret, so I get A minor 11 here. So this is A flat minor 11 sliding up to A minor 11. And then the last chord of that sequence is a D 7 sharp 9. So 2nd finger, 5th fret, A string, 1st finger, 4th fret, D string, then my 3rd finger is playing the 5th fret and the G string, and then my 4th finger, 6th fret of that B string. Rhythmically what we're playing with these chords is we have a kind of stab on the B flat major 7, and a stab on the G minor 7, and then of course we have the slide, rest there as well, and then finally we play that D7 sharp 9 at the end. So when we put it together we have this. One more time. And then just before we get into the head of the tune we have another 2 bars of the repeating bass figure that we had for the intro. So now let's look at the head. Now the head's 4 bars long, but what I'm going to do is break it down into each note groupings. And in between each of these groupings we have space, we have rests, So the first note grouping is just simply 7th fret of the G string, and we play that twice. Now the next grouping is 8th fret of the D string, and then 5th fret of the G string, but we play that twice. So if I put that together with the first two, we have. Then the next grouping, back to 8th fret of the D string again. Then I do a hammer and pull off 7th to 8th fret and back to 7th fret on the G string. And then I go 8th fret of the D string, and then 5th fret of the G string again. So if I put that together, we have. Now if you want, you can play this with the third and second finger. I'm just playing 4th and 3rd because the way I prefer to play it. But you can still do whatever feels easier. And then the next grouping we have. What I'm doing is 5th fret of the D string, 8th fret of the D string, then 7th fret of the G string, and then twice 5th fret on the G string. So if I put that together with the previous groupings, we have first grouping, then the next one, and then we have in the last grouping what we do is 5th fret the D string, and then twice 7th fret in the D string, and we hold that note once we play it, so it's. So if I put it all together, we have first grouping, second grouping, third grouping, fourth grouping, and last grouping there. In the next 4 bars we have a succession of 2/5 chord progressions. So the first one is up at the 8th fret. Now what I'm doing here is I'm barring 8th fret at the D, G, B and high E strings, and my pinky's playing 10th fret, that high E string. So we have a C minor 9th chord up here. Then I move down a fret, still barring those 4 strings, but then my first finger plays the 8th fret of the D string. So playing a 7th chord there, so it's the first 2/5. Then we go down again, so my first finger is now at the 6th fret, pinky's back, playing a minor 9th shape. And then I go down to the 7th shape now, but it's at the 5th fret, and my first finger comes in again on that 6th fret of the G string. And then the last, we have 5th fret, barring across 5th fret, pinky 7th fret and the high E string. And then we go down a fret, 4th fret, first finger is now in the 5th fret G string. So if I put those 2/5s together, we have. After we've done those 2/5s, we end it off with an E flat minor 9th chord. So my second finger's playing 6th fret A string, first finger's playing 4th fret the D string, then my third finger's playing 6th fret the G string, and my fourth finger's playing 6th fret of the B string. Actually, it's these 4 strings in the middle we strum. So E flat minor 9, then we play a kind of A flat 9 sharp 11 chord here. And what I'm doing here is second finger's playing 4th fret of the E string, third finger's playing 4th fret of the D string, and my first finger's barring at the 3rd fret on the G and the B. That's our chord there. So if we put that together with the first series of 2/5s, we have. Just like that. So it's the same rhythm all the way down, with nice kind of staccato. So after those chords, we then play 4 bars of the head again. And then we end it off with the chords we looked at before in the intro. So we have B flat major 7, G minor 7, and then a slide to A minor 11, and then we end it with that D7 sharp 9. So if we put that all together, this is what we get.